In today's video, I want to share with you some of the biggest mistakes that I have made investing in cryptocurrencies over the last year. I know because I have a YouTube channel, some people probably think, well, this guy gets it right all the time. And let me just tell you, that is definitely not the case. There's plenty of coins that I've lost money on. There's things that I haven't reacted to quickly enough, etc., etc. So in today's video, I want to share with you some of these mistakes that I've made over the last year, and kind of hopefully those will provide some lessons for you. So hopefully you can not do these same things and become a better investor moving forward. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. If you do like that topic, you do like staying up to date with what's happening in this fast-moving cryptocurrency industry, a little tap on the thumbs up button will go a long way towards letting me know that you do appreciate this kind of content. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. It's a cryptocurrency investor report. You've probably heard me mention it once or twice before here on the channel. We talk about DeFi, altcoins, NFTs, tokens, sales, airdrops, much more. You can sign up for free using the link down below in the description. Now let's go ahead and get straight into this topic. Now the first thing that I'd like to review as a mistake that I've made is doubling down and not doubling down. So I've made the mistake of doubling down on losers and not doubling down on winners. So there's been a few examples of coins that I've done this with where I've doubled down, literally some cases doubling my position in these coins, and then they just keep going down, right? It's kind of the false mentality. Well, they've come down a lot. There's still a lot of potential here. It's crypto, man. Things move fast. And sometimes if a coin can't find a market fit or gain traction in 6 months to a year's time, well, all the people who are holding your token, you're losing your community because the price is going down, et cetera, et cetera. So I've definitely done this on a few coins where I've basically doubled down on losers. And that's, of course, not worked out super well. Lost plenty of money doing that. And on the flip side is not doubling down on the winners more. Now, look, I do, of course, double down on some of my coins that have performed the best over time. But definitely it's something I could have done a lot more of. I think price bias kind of starts screwing with my head where I'll see something and, okay, I got Terra as an example. I got a great entry on a whole pile of Terra Luna tokens around $6, and then it went up to like $20, and I was buying a little bit more, but I wasn't really doubling down. I could have easily doubled or tripled my position in Luna at that price, but I was like, oh, it's already come so far. I'll just add a little nibble here. And I did add, I don't know, 10, 15%, something like that to my position, but it wasn't like a massive amount. But I should have doubled down on that winner and added substantially more to it because I understood the fundamental value of the Luna token. I understood the potential of the Luna token. Didn't double down on it. So not doubling down and then on winners and doubling down, of course, on coins that aren't doing super well has been a big mistake that I've made over the last year. The second mistake is being too slow to change my bias on the market. So look, obviously things have been very bearish for crypto for the last few months now, and there's still opportunities in this market every single day to be making gains. But the market's switched from easy mode to hard mode, essentially. And I was not quick enough to change my bias when we lost that major line of support around $62,000, $63,000 or something. When the uptrend for Bitcoin finished, I don't think I reacted strongly enough to that or changed my bias quick enough to say, hey, look, this could be a pretty serious event and the price impact could be a lot more substantial than I am anticipating in this situation, right? I was still looking at the charts thinking, man, we're still potentially geared up to go to $100,000 by the end of 2021. And look, if we go back to November, things were looking like that, right? The market was super hot, but things changed very quickly, and I did not change my bias quickly enough to adapt to that situation. So that's one thing I definitely made a mistake on and wasn't adapting to quickly enough in this market. And this market does move super fast. You do need to be ready to adapt, sometimes very, very quickly. The third thing is not trusting my gut more. I've definitely had situations where I've been looking at a coin. I'm like, man, that looks like a juicy entry. Man, this looks like a great coin, but I'm just going to put that in the back burner for a few days. I'm going to investigate it a little bit more. I'm going to, prioritize some time later in the week to take a look at that, for example. And by the time I look at it, it's up 300 or 400% or some BS like that. And then I go, well, I'm not going to buy it now that it's pumped so much. And then it pumps another 300 or 400%. And I'm just like, why didn't I ape? Definitely had that experience with some NFTs as well. Why didn't I ape into those NFTs? Why didn't I ape into that coin sooner? Sometimes you just need to trust your gut and at least put a little bit into it. And this is one thing that, you don't need to put a huge amount in. Let's say, okay, maybe you want to have an ideal allocation of 1% of this coin into your portfolio. Well, maybe you just, hey, look, I'm going to throw a little bit of money in right now and I'm going to try to prioritize getting some research done on it much quicker, but let's just get a little entry so that you kind of satisfy that urge, so to speak, and trust your gut a little bit. But yeah, that was definitely a mistake that I've made over the last year. Number 4, portfolio management. I've got, a truckload of coins in my portfolio, a bunch of NFTs and stuff like that, and it's problematic without a doubt. And I've been trying to cut it down, but then I get seduced by some new coin and put some money into it. My portfolio over the last year has at times definitely become too big to properly manage. I'm somebody who spends most of my time playing with crypto, looking at crypto, and it's too big, right? So portfolio management, I let my portfolio get too big. And I also didn't fully keep up on all my coins. So for example, I've missed some farming rewards. This happened recently with TokeMac, where my farming rewards had lapsed over and I needed to go in and, move a few things around and update some stuff. And so I missed out on like 3 or 4 weeks of farming rewards simply because I wasn't keeping up to date with what was going on, because I was letting my portfolio management fall to the wayside a bit. So it's a mistake that's cost me money, not managing my portfolio better. So this is it's a constant task in crypto. Portfolio management is something you have to do every week. And I try to do enough every week, but sometimes I need to do a bit more and sometimes I need to go a bit deeper. And so it's been a goal of mine in 2022 to try to manage my portfolio a little bit better to, not screw up opportunities and stuff like this, but it's a work in progress, let's say. The 5th thing, my big mistake for last year, not aping harder into NFTs. Now look, it's funny for me because I've been a big fan of NFTs since, we've been talking about NFTs on the channel since late 2017, early 2018. And that was back in the early days of NFTs, before any of the really cool collections I think that are so popular nowadays launched. 2021 was obviously the year of NFTs when it really took off in a very big way. And I saw some of those collections early on, like Bored Apes, as looking at it as like, monkey pictures, whatever. That's kind of cool. I can't believe people are paying $5,000 or $10,000 for these pictures of monkeys. And now they're worth $500,000 a piece, right? Should have aped into the ape pictures. Long story short. But definitely there's plenty of NFT opportunities that I have missed, partially because NFTs, it's almost its own discipline within crypto, and you can't be an expert on everything. You can't be trading and farming and altcoin flipping and chasing token sales and chasing NFTs. Again, it goes back to the portfolio management concept. It's too much to manage, and you start losing your edge when you try to be the jack of all trades. That being said, there's been some very obvious NFT opportunities, which I have missed as an investor. So that's definitely something I'm paying a lot more attention to, NFT opportunities these days, and investing a bit more money into NFTs, but I don't want to let it become a complete obsession, because I know that it can be, because NFTs are cool, they're fun, and there is a lot of money to be made in NFTs, especially in this current market situation where they're finding gains is a bit harder, without a doubt, than it has been. But talk to some NFT investors and they're still getting 10x's on a regular basis. So the gains are out there, and NFTs happen to be one of those hot areas for it. And I've seen the views that my NFT videos have been getting recently. Most of you guys are completely uninterested in NFTs. I get it. I do. But follow the money, and money is being made in NFTs right now. The sixth and final thing, not taking even more profits than I took. And that may be surprising coming from the guy who's, basically the broken record of take profits, take profits, take profits, take profits. Look, I took a lot of profits over the last year on those big pumps that we had in the market. Things got pretty crazy sometimes. Some weeks were like, wow, that's been a crazy week of, selling altcoins, and it's just been nuts. That being said, I definitely could have shaved off some more profits, especially on some of my more speculative bags that I'm currently holding. There's really no reason why I didn't sell some of these things on the pumps except for greed got the best of me, right? Or sometimes I just had my sales targets set too damn high, and I should have just said, well, okay, we may not be getting to that sales target. Maybe I should, just reduce half this position and I can still save a moon bag for later on. And look, these are on coins that I took like lots of profits on. Things like Terra Virtua, for example. I've still got a nice bag of that and I'm sure it will go back up someday. But I definitely could have taken some more profits on it to basically just have a bigger stablecoin stash for this current kind of market situation. But that's a coin that I took profits on multiple times, got the capital out, made truckloads of money on it from when we first started talking about it on the channel for the whole run up of that coin. Yeah, it's come back down a lot and I am still holding probably a little bit more than I would like to of that coin. But I did take a lot of profits, but I probably could have taken a little bit more. Look, here's the main point of this video. No one is going to get it perfect. And if there's somebody out there telling you they nail everything perfectly all the time, they're probably full of crap. Everybody makes mistakes investing. It's not about trying to never make mistakes because it's just going to happen. It's about understanding that you make mistakes, trying to learn lessons from those mistakes, and I'm sure I'll make some of these mistakes again. I'm probably making some of them right now. That being said, it's about getting it good enough to find an edge to make profits. You don't have to perfectly sell every top. You don't have to perfectly buy every bottom. Most of the money in this market is made in the middle. And so long as you can find systems to consistently bring in gains and try to continually grow as an investor, you're going to be just fine, regardless of how crazy the market might get sometimes. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. You let me know your thoughts on any of this down below in the comment section, as well as what has been your biggest mistake over the last year. I'd be curious to know. Hit me up down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.